Hello my friends, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and we're going to make these little beauties tonight. I'm going to show you how to make them. It's been a couple years since I've done this live, and yes, I did get my hair colored and she went really blonde. Hey friends, hopping on. Hello everybody, come on in. I'm just getting my clay kind of started and getting it worked up. Hey Luann, I've missed you Luann. Hello. Hope you enjoyed your trip. Hello, there's some hearts. Hello, Brenda. I'm just getting my clay started so I can be working the clay where it kind of hadn't used it in a long time. So, hey Debbie and Karen. Hey Sharon. Hello Jane. Get some water going right here. Excuse me. Hello Carol. Hello, Shelly and Rhonda. I'm just getting a little water on my clay because it's been in this bag for a long time and I haven't used it very much. I did. I got my hair done today. Y'all know it's a process. It takes hours. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Patricia. Oh, yeah, Patricia asked me about my hair. Hey, Liz. Thank you. She went blonde because I wanted a little more than last time. So she went kind of blonde. Uh-oh, storms, Carol, y'all be safe. Hey, Gwen. Thank you, Lisa. She went really light, which was fine. I wanted it because it's summertime, so I think it looks good, but, you know. Hey, Judy. Thank you, Gwen, for sprinkling. Y'all, please sprinkle. I'm getting close to another milestone, and I just can't get to that milestone. I'm like at 68, 800 and something. I'm trying to get to 70. Thank you, Tammy. It's a big change. I came in, and my husband goes, gosh, she did it blonde this time. I was like, yeah, it's summer. Hey, Leanne from Oklahoma. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra Saunders. Woo, that's a mouthful. Yes, I got it cut. She cut like that much off of it. It needed it. It gets to that point where it gets too long and then it's like, I gotta cut it. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Gwen, thank you. Thank you, Carol. I know, it's blonde, but also y'all know my hair has always been really dark under here because this is like my natural color, but she did put some lighter blonde in it because it is so dark under there because that never gets done, but she put some little curl in it too, as y'all can kind of see, and you know my hair doesn't hold. Hey Mandy with Western Grace. I know I started to message you and go, okay, get on my live and look at my hair because I went really blonde this time. Because it's summer. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Susie. I'm just sitting here working this clay a little bit because it's been in this pack for a long, long time. You had yours cut Saturday. It feels so good to get it cut. I mean, she cut literally like that much off of it. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Kathy. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, Penny. Y'all like my shirt? Pathological people pleaser. And maybe somebody might know where that's from. So I'm hoping somebody probably does where that line comes from. So we'll see if y'all know where that line comes from. You're gonna be shocked. Yay, Sheila, I know. We talked about the salt, pepper, shaker, snowman maybe last live or maybe, hey Cindy, or like another live before, I can't remember, and I was like, okay, let's do it, and you know, I have to prepare ahead of time because the clay has to dry and I have to show y'all how to paint it, so it's a little prep, but I had some heads that were already done that I had done like a year or two years ago. Thank you, Judy. Hey, Sandra. And so I dug those out with some salt shakers, so I have some done already. And I didn't have to make some and let them dry because they have to dry all the way through for you to paint it. Hey, Claudia. Thank you. Thank you, Patricia. So my shirt came from Amazon, but I'm waiting for somebody to tell me where this line comes from. Pathological people pleaser. That is a line. Hey, Jane. these little snowmen, yeah, they're so adorable. And I wanted to go ahead and do this now. 6 penny. Nope, it's not where it comes from. Hey, Sandra. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all this now because you can be on the lookout between now and Christmas for salt and pepper shakers. I like to do the vintage ones. You can just do Teresa. Yeah, I'm not planning on rapping tonight like I did Thursday night. Penny knows where that comes from. Taylor Swift. And look at Gary knows too. Yes. And Brenda knows too. This is in a Taylor Swift song. And y'all, I have gone down the Taylor Swift rabbit hole. Like, it started when I was sick a few weeks ago and I was on the couch for 4 days. And I went down the rabbit hole. And look, Tina knows. And look, Mandy knows. And Susan knows. And Jean knows. Yes, ding ding. So I went down the rabbit hole of Taylor Swift. I think I've told y'all this. And just what a powerful woman she is. You know, where she's come from when she was 15 and went all the way up. And she's doing her tour right now, which is amazing. Barbara's like, I don't know where that came from, but she's got escalates. Yes, Brenda, it's a Taylor Swift song. And she just refers to herself as a pathological people pleaser. And I am that in a nutshell. I am a pathological people pleaser. That is me, and I had to have... Look at Shani. Shelby would be so proud. You need to screenshot it and send it to her and say, look, Lee's got on a Taylor Swift shirt, which I just got it off Amazon. And because I had to have one, because you don't follow her, Lori. Well, she's all over TikTok because the concerts every weekend all summer. But I just went down the rabbit hole. There's a Netflix documentary about her called Miss Americana. I watched it this weekend. But she is just a phenomenal business woman. And, you know, she stayed humble and true to herself since she was 15. She writes all of her own songs and sings them and plays her own songs, okay? There's not a lot of artists that do that. So she is just, Corby, you are too. We're not alone, huh? You don't like her, Elaine? Well, I mean, you know, some of her views and stuff on things are different than mine, but I can still like somebody and not agree with what they support or whatever. But she is a, yes, is it Anne? Yes, You're Losing Me. That's the song. But she's a phenomenal artist. Just as a person, as a businesswoman, she is very, very talented. Oh, Jamie's in recovery. She must have went to the concert. Okay, so we're going to get to the craft. We're not talking about Taylor Swift, even though she's wonderful and she's just a very smart businesswoman to be as young as she is. And had so many things come her way and been knocked down, and she just gets back up and reinvents herself over and over, which is hard for in that industry for artists to do. Over, you know, she has 10 albums. So she's re-putting out her own music that got stolen from her. It's a whole deal. Hey, Hazel. Hey, Glenda. Carol, we are making these beauties right here. These are salt and pepper shakers, and I couldn't find the two because they're packed up in my Christmas. The two that I really wanted to show y'all that are the two that I definitely put out Christmas. I put them all out, but the two that are my favorite. But this is a Cracker Barrel syrup bottle. This is what this one is. So y'all know I have this obsession with these little bottles right here from Cracker Barrel. When you get the syrup, I like to save these because I can't stand to see them go in the garbage, because this can be something done with. So anyway, so this one is a Cracker Barrel bottle as well. And I made this little hat. But, so the salt and pepper shakers, this is the top to it. So you make them little hats, and so they look all fancy. So I like the vintage ones myself because of the tops, how the little caps are. So this one is just like a regular round with that regular round top. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, thank you, Carol. And see how cute the little tops look when you dress them all up. They're so stinking cute. And these, I will tell y'all ahead of time, these are addicting, okay? You'll have your own little army, and You just need to be on the lookout for some nice vintage ones when you go to Goodwill or go to the thrift store. You can usually get them pretty cheap. And you can just use regular dollar store, the Dollar Tree salt and pepper shakers. That's totally fine. Like this one, I made her hat out of something else. I don't even know if this one even had a lid because that doesn't look like the lid that goes on there. But they are just stinking adorable. And they're so fun, and you'll have your own army. This isn't even all of them. There's still some in this box. They're in this box right here. That's what I store them in my closet. There's still some in here. So, anyway, so they are fun and very addicting to make. But you'll have a little army. So, first and foremost, what kind of clay we're going to use? Crackle Barrel syrup bottles. Yes. I can't stand to let them be thrown in the garbage. Thank you, Maybelline. So this is the clay I use. I've used this before. We've made the gnomes with it. We've made other little things from it. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Teresa. And this is from, I get mine from Hobby Lobby. Now, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Michael's. I used to use the coupon for it when I would go to Hobby Lobby. And they'll put it on sale. They put it on sale random. I don't really know. My nose is going to itch now. I don't really know if there's a pattern to when they put the clay on sale, but I've only ever seen it 30% off. I don't think I've ever seen it higher than that. But hey, Linda. So this was $11.99. It has gone up in price since I've been working with this stuff. I've worked with it for several years. And yes, Nancy, I cut it and I got it colored. She cut like 2 inches off of it. It just gets to the point where I got to cut it. Sherry, your hubby like, what are you collecting now? So anyway, so this was $11.99. If you get it when it's on sale, somebody can go look at the ad and see if it's this week. I don't even know. I forgot to even look. But this is the clay. It's called DOS, and it says modeling clay, but it is air dry clay. So if you want to screenshot that, but if you go, I'll let y'all screenshot it so my face won't look weird. Okay, so it's when you go to the clay section, they have all that Fimo clay. It's usually down on the bottom shelf or the second to the bottom shelf. Oh, you can make it all the fairies. Well, now you're going to be making snowmen. But you can be starting to collect your salt and pepper shakers and make one that gets closer to Christmas. And always come back to this video and watch. This is messy, but that's why I have a glass table, because it's wonderful. Okay, so I have, here is my little box of salt and pepper shakers. Y'all think I have enough? So I saw this one. This is perfect because all I would do is put him a band and make a head, and this would be his hat. So I thought this was perfect because it already looks like a hat. So anyway, so just be on the lookout for them. Like, see how these were $1.99 for the both of them at Goodwill. These are very heavy, but see how pretty the tops are, and you could decorate that up and they would be so pretty. See, like some of them hadn't even washed out, but there's one from Goodwill. This was 99 cents. I just collect them. I had to stop myself from buying them because I started seeing them so much. Like, see, these hadn't even rinsed out, but they're from Goodwill. 99 cents for 2 of them. And those would be adorable snowmen. I think my mom and dad had some of these, but see, that's some of, you just start picking them up. Even if it's just one, you know, sometimes they'll just be one. So I just pick them up when I see them. And some of the ones that we're using tonight, I like the fancy ones, like with the fancy tops, because they make really pretty hats for them. So this one is not the one that goes on there, but y'all see. So you can get them usually pretty inexpensive, because I've got some over here that are already dried and done that we're going to paint. Yep, now I'm going to have you on salt and pepper snowmen. Salt and pepper shaker snowmen. So this is the clay. You get it at Hobby Lobby or Amazon. And it is white, so it looks like this. They do have another color. Is it, I don't know if it's gray. I can't remember, or if it's a terracotta looking. You need to come to our Goodwill. Okay, so this does dry. Like I'm sitting here and this on my hands is actually dry clay. A soldier snowman. Yeah, you can do them any way you want to. Sue made them last year. Awesome. Oh, Tammy, your grandson's 5th birthday. How sweet. Okay, so you kind of have to, like, you know, judge how big the head is. You want the head to be on your snowman. So I'm gonna just grab one of these, just so I'll have something to make this one for. Oh, it's terracotta. Thank you, Karina. I thought it was. Thank you, Carolyn. I thought I needed a little bit more summer in my hair. Yes, Gary, I'm dipping it. I have a little thing right here, and I have some water because it does dry out. And you're gonna need some water to shape it. Hey, Tracy. Okay. So I always, once I open that pack of clay, I put it in a Ziploc bag because this is my block that's already been opened, because it does dry out, and it will dry out if you leave it. If you leave it out in the air, it dries out. Hey, Samantha. Okay. So you're gonna kind of make you a head that looks. Let me get a little more in reference to your body that you're making. That looks proportional, I guess is the word I'm hunting. Oh, you have so many of these? Yes. Thank you. I do. Debbie, it does look good. I haven't worked today, so to speak, because, you know, this takes hours to go to the hair place. I hate going because it takes forever. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, so you're going to make a ball. And normally, when I've done my gnomes in the past, we always make that, the aluminum foil center. Well, we're not going to do that in this case because you're going to have to make an impression for it to sit on your jar. So if it was aluminum foil, that wouldn't quite work. So I just make my little ball or whatever, just kind of roll it around in your hands and get it smooth. And see how it has that crease in it? So you can take you a little bit of water and just kind of smooth out, get it kind of wet and smooth out those creases and stuff. But if it has creases, it's okay, y'all. It's a snowball, so it's not supposed to look perfect. Deborah, yes, you can, and some people use the styrofoam, but I'll show you why I use clay. I can make it look a little bit more animated with it. And Melanie, it says pathological people pleaser. It's from a Taylor Swift song, and that's me with a capital M-E, me. That's me. Thank you, Barbara. It's because she tried to like curl it a little bit, and my hair does not hold curl. I used to do it that way. I guess I need to start doing it because I kind of like it. Anyway, so I've got my ball, and it's not perfect, okay? So then, no rains. Ooh, you got air. That's bad when your quality is bad. That's how I felt. What day was it that I had the bad allergy attack? Was it Friday? It was bad. Uh-oh, we lost your sound. Oh, I'm freezing up. Oh, no. Hey, Ellen. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a nose. Now, you could use the end of a barbecue skewer, the wood little skewers, and you could use that as their nose, and you could just stick it right in the clay and call it a day and be done. But I like to make their noses just because they're going to look different every time. Like this one is clay, okay? This one is a end of a barbecue skewer, shish kebab skewer. See how it's real pointy? I just broke it off, painted it orange, and stuck it in the clay while it was drying. So that's what that is. So there's several ways you can do this. This one is clay. But see their little cheeks, how I make their cheeks and stuff? It just, so you can kind of give them a little personality, but you can totally do it out of styrofoam balls if you want to. And he's got a big nose. Let me take some of that away. Okay, good. I'm not freezing up on that. Okay, good. Maybe it's the weather where they are or something. So I'm just going to Oh gosh, be careful, Kathy. I know the thunderstorms are terrible, and I see somebody's got smoke from the fires. Okay, so I'm just making basically a nose, a carrot, okay? So I'm going to try to do this part first. So, because it's going to squish my ball, but I'm going to basically put this on the salt and pepper shaker that I'm going to use when this dries, okay? And so it looks like this. So you kind of have to get it down, and then you need to make sure, okay, this is the way I want it to look. Make it back into a ball shape, sort of. Okay, so there is my head. It looks big, don't it? Okay, so we got that done. So there is the, because you don't want him to have such a neck, okay? Because a couple of mine do, and they kind of look funny to me. Bev, if you can see this table, I have so much bits and baubles, but we'll get into that in a minute. Oh, yes, the little jars that we put clay on the outside of the jars for the pumpkins. I need to do that again because I love that craft. Okay. Oh, the heat is bad there. Okay, so I made a nose, and I'm just going to kind of look. Oh, that looks really big, y'all. I'm going to have to break it down some more. Smoke has made it to Atlanta. Oh, my goodness, y'all. I hadn't heard anything about it, so I kind of thought they were dying out, but I guess not. Okay, so I'm making my little nose. And, you know, you kind of have to get it to where it looks proportional to your snowman. You don't want him to have this big, huge snot sticking out, unless you just want to. Okay, so I'm just kind of making the end flat. So it's going to have a surface for us to put it on our snowman. So I'm just kind of rolling it. So you just want like a little cone shape. Y'all know what a nose looks like, what a carrot looks like. Heat index. Y'all laughing at me. Okay, so here is my little nose. So I like to come in, I don't do this all the time, with this little pointy pokey thing. Hey Glenda, thank you. In Pennsylvania it's bad too. Goodness. Hey Rhonda. Hey Gail. Okay, so I like to take this little, you can take a needle, you can take a pen, whatever, and then I just kind of go around my nose and give it those little lines like a carrot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I kind of just press it into the clay, and I'm going to show you when I get them all done. That's just going to give a little bit of extra detail that's going to add character to your little piece. So where it looks realistic, okay? So see, I just made all those little lines on it. It's going to make it look real. And I'm probably going to have to do them again because once I get him on here, it's going to look, I may mash some of them out, so I may have to do them again. Okay, so now I'm just taking the end and I'm kind of pinching it out. Do y'all see how I just pinching it out? Because we got to make something for it to support to. So I'm just going to get a little water on my finger and put it wet that piece. And I'm going to figure out where I want it to go. And I'm going to put it on there like that. And then I'm just going to take my finger and wet it with this clay and my fingernail, and I'm just going to kind of try to meld that clay with the head clay. Does that make sense? You're just going to kind of sit here and smooth and smooth and smooth it out all the way around to where it becomes one piece. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Okay, so I'm just kind of just going around it. Got some water on my finger. That's the key to it. You got to get the water on there. And I'm just kind of making the nose and the head one solid piece. Now you could do this after it dries and glue it on if you wanted to. I just do it this way, but see, there it is. So he has a big old nose. Hold on. I have like made this thing so small so many times. Let me get it back small again. I took some off. Okay. Kind of looks like a beak now. Okay, so there, I made it smaller, so there's his nose. So now I'm going to go, Jenny, it was too big, wasn't it? I took some off. Hey, Shelly. So I'm just going to take my little tool again and make those little lines all over his nose that I've already done once. And okay, so see, I've got all those little lines in it. And if you start seeing, yeah, you could put a toothpick in there and then put the clay around it, or you could just do the end of a toothpick or a bamboo skewer like I did here and just paint it orange, stick it in your clay, and that will be your nose. Because once it dries, it'll be in there, and if it comes out, you can just glue it in. Karen, I have a box like this. This is just like a perfect box that I have. Y'all see the dust on the top? Y'all see that? That's real life dust right there. I have a box where they sit in there and they just stand up in the box. And I put them in my personal closet because I don't want to put them in the attic and I don't want anything to happen to them. So I just kind of set them up on a shelf. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to make their little cheeks. So see how I did those cheeks? You can just paint them on there. I just kind of went by, like, you see those little vintage snowmen that look really cute? I can't. It looks like Klinger from Match. I do know who that is. Yes, penguins be cute. Y'all can do anything with this clay. That is what's so awesome about it. And somebody asked a while ago how many I could get out of one block. Y'all see how much I used compared to this whole block of clay. I could get a whole bunch of snowmen out of this, all right? So I have this block and I have that block. Real life dust. Terry, yes, that's real life. But we've made gnomes out of them. We've made little Halloween figurines. We've made all kinds of stuff out of this clay. And so if you can't find what you're looking for, then get you some clay and make it. I mean, it's really fun to work with. So I just kind of make a little circle like this, a little ball, and then I flatten it out. It looks like Beaker on the Muppets. Y'all are killing me. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Oh, excuse me. Tiny glasses. Oh my gosh, Bev, we can make some out of wire. I mean, the possibilities are endless of what you can add to these little guys, and they are so adorable. 3 square Kleenex boxes. Oh, Annette, I bet that's really cute too. So I just basically wet my fingers, and I take my little ball or whatever, and that little flat piece I made, and then I just start smoothing it out to where it looks like it was originally part of my little snowman's face. So now he's got this big puffy cheek over here. See? Charlene, I let mine dry because this is a solid ball of clay. It's going to take a couple of days to dry. That's why I have these over here that we're going to paint. Yes, Gail, we're going to get to that. We're going to paint some. All right, so now I'm going to make his other little cheek thing. I know, they are so cute, aren't they? Look, they're just stinking adorable. I just can't. I don't have to bake it. No, Mary. It is strictly air dry. It is so fun to work with. And it's, you know, it's made in Italy, it says. I don't think it's toxic. It's not toxic or anything like that. But it's got a lot of foreign words on it. Yes, you could do styrofoam for the head. I've seen people do that. I just like to add the little facial features to them that look like those vintage little characters, snowmen. I don't even know what they're technically called. But I just put that little bump on his face. That's going to be like his little rosy cheeks. And then I get some water on my finger and I start just going around the little, just going around it, smoothing it out, and making it look like it was originally there. Oh no, your vet. Oh goodness. What size is the block of clay? It is, I know it has a weight on here. I'm trying to find it. Okay, it says it is 2.2 pound block is what it says right there. But it is 8 inches by 4 inches by 1 1/4 thick. So, I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's real heavy. You drop it and you're like, oh. Yeah, you can get the clay. You can get it on Amazon. I know you can get it there. I haven't searched lately, but I know in the past, I know I've seen it there. Thank you, Frida. So I'm blending. All I did was take a little piece and make a ball, and then I flattened it, and now I'm just taking water. Like I just got a little thing, and I have some water because it dries out. That's what's on my hands is dry clay. It dries out. Yeah, you don't have to bake this. It's strictly air dry, but it takes some patience to wait a couple of days for it to dry. That's the bad part. Now I'm messing with his nose again and just making sure his little cheeks look nice and even. And you don't have to do the cheeks. They just look like those vintage little snowman that you see. They just look happy. And that's another reason I like to use the clay. I like to work with the clay. It's just something soothing about it to me. But you can give them character like this. You don't have to, the styrofoam, you can just paint them on. You know, it's going to look like that. You want it to look like he has warts. Yeah, Sharon, I got it colored and cut today. You know, it took half the day, but I got it done. That's why I've had a hat on lately. My roots were so bad. Okay, so there he is. I know he looks like a bird or he looks like some weird character. So then, after you get this all done, you're going to take your hat, the top of the shaker, and you're going to see... Ching, ching. Y'all awake now? Hey, Joe. So you're going to figure out where you want to put his hat. I like to... Some of them I kind of cock to the side. Some of them I put right on top, like this. Getting stuff everywhere. Let's see. You know, some of them I put straight on the top. But it's wherever you want to put it. If you want to kind of cock it to the side, make it look cute, you can. So I'm going to take this and then I'm just going to kind of twist it a little bit and mash it down into the clay to give me that. So I kind of know, you know, it gives a place for it to kind of rest. Just kind of make an indentation in it. Whoop, of where your hat's going to be. So he's going to look like this once he gets all painted and dried and finished. Oh, you can't hear me, Linda? I'm sorry. Hey, Paige. We're making snowmen salt shakers. So anyway, so I just kind of set it on there like that. And then I'm going to carefully take my clay off. And you'll see it looks like this. And then I'm going to lay it somewhere for it to dry. And you may have to turn it, like, you know, let it lay there for a day, and then you may have to turn it over, because then you turn it over and you'll see this side isn't dry, and you'll have to let it dry all the way around and all the way through. So it's going to take a couple of days. So I'm going to set this guy over here with, here's another thing. Set the hat that if you're making a bunch at one time, set the hat that you used by that head, because trust me, if you have 10 different ones and 10 different hats and shakers, you're going to forget which hat goes with which snowman, okay? So that's how we make the head. But I think using the clay, you know, you can do them with styrofoam or ping pong balls or whatever you want to do them with. I just think doing it with the clay just kind of gives them that upscale look, like they were handmade and, you know, you bought them at a store or something like that. I used to sell them in my vendor booth at Christmas time, and I couldn't keep them. I could not keep them. So if you do, a drying rack would be good, Rhonda. Yeah, as long as they don't leave the little groove lines in it. Thank you, Sandy. So now I've just got this wet towel, and I'm getting all that off because that's all dry clay. Okay, so now we got it. I don't know if y'all can tell, they got glitter on them. They look super pretty. And the filler. So I fill some of them, like this has a bunch of like silver glitter stuff and pearls and silver beads. This one has fake snow and beads and all kinds of little baubles and stuff. That's the fun part about it, because you can fill them with whatever you want to. So this one has like pearls. It has some glitter and some fake snow in there. But you can fill them with whatever you want to fill them with. Because, you know, we're going to glue the head on, so it's going to be there. So, like, that one's got fake snow and some glitter in there. This one's got some gold stars and stuff. So, the problem tonight is that I have no fake snow. And, of course, you can't buy the fake snow right now unless I went to Hobby Lobby, and I don't even know if they have it out. Lori, it just depends. It depends on how ornate they are, how decorated they are. You know, sometimes they were 12, sometimes they were 15. Like, if they're bigger, like this one, see, this one's really big. Like, this would be probably a $15 one compared to something smaller. Like, this one is really small. It just depends on how much stuff you put on them and all that stuff. The tree with the silver things on it, my nose is itching. This tree, it's in my shop. It's my little hinge tree, but it's in my shop. Is this the tree you're talking about? I think that's the only tree back there that I see. Anyway, Lori, no, I don't take the top off. I glue the heads right on the glass. I usually use E6000, so they're on there. It's not coming off. But this is like fur. Yeah, somebody said something about this craft fur. So yes, it's fur. Okay, so let me wipe this off and get my water. See, I have water in this, and I just, you know, use it. Yes, Susan, Epsom salts. And so that was another thing with me, is that I was searching my craft room for fake snow, and I could not find any because my Christmas stuff is like way up here in this huge container, and I was like, I can't get all that down by myself. So, and I actually think I see fake snow, but through the container, but I probably won't glue my heads on, and then I'll fill them later. Because like you see, I have a growing army of these little people. Okay, so these heads I made probably a year or two ago, and they've been in a box. And so they're very well dried. So I had to find which shaker, which hat, and all that they went with, okay? Some of them I had to kind of carve them out with my little X-Acto tool thing. Let's see, like, well, there's no blade on that one. Okay, so like an X-Acto knife thing, like I think it was this one. I couldn't find the salt shaker that it went on because I made these like a year ago and I don't remember. Yeah, you can buy the fur, like a little piece of fur. I'll show y'all in a minute. I have it out. And I had to like carve this one out so his head would fit. Because I don't know what salt shaker I used because it's been a year and a half, 2 years ago. Okay. So yeah, somebody just said about painting them. You have to let it dry all the way. And you'll see in a minute, like, it's this kind of color. It's not white. It's like a grayish white color. And when it dries, it gets white. And you'll know. So see the difference? See how it's kind of gray, and then this is really white because it's dried. So you'll know. So it's going to sit there and dry for a couple days because it takes a while. You have to have patience. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of that, but I had to have some to paint. I got to move my leg. I had to have some to paint tonight, so I knew I had some already done. And then I had to match up salt shakers and hats to go with all these little guys because I couldn't remember. I didn't keep them all together. No, that's that one. So see, like, they'll look like this. Where's his salt shaker? Does he not have a salt shaker? Maybe it's this one that goes on this one. Hold on. Yeah, it is. That's the one I had to carve out because I couldn't find the right one. So we are going to fix one of these up. And I want to do this little guy because that does not go. But anyway, so try to find some real pretty shakers that have real pretty tops, because that to me is what makes them really unique, is the hat. So I like to look for the ones that have cool looking little hats. Hey Mary from Elk River. Okay, so now we've got this guy. See how short this is? And his head's kind of big, but I'm okay with that. So that's what it looks like once it dries. And then I'm just going to put it back on there. And it will screw off, but I usually glue them shut. So just for sake of, because I don't have any fake snow, we can put some other stuff in there. But I'm trying to see, I got clay all over it. Dried clay all over it. They are cute, Maybelline, and they're like I said, you'll get to making them, and then you'll want a whole army because they are so cute. If you decorate, you know, for Christmas, and especially if you decorate your kitchen or anything, you can just have like a little shelf or whatever in your kitchen and have about 5 or 6 of them together, and they are adorable. And when people realize that they're salt and pepper shakers, they're like, oh, that's so cool. Because this in the kitchen and it's salt and pepper shakers, and they make good gifts, and you can get these very inexpensive at the thrift store. So that's what I do. Pretty oil and vinegar bottles. Yes, that would be really pretty. Any kind of bottle. How much do the salt and pepper shakers? I've got some in here, like this one was 99 cents. This set, like I love this set because I love the tops. It was $1.99 for both, and they're very heavy. But I'll try to look for like the, you know, older ones, and especially the tops, what the tops look like. These were 99 cents. They need to be washed out. That still has pepper in it. Hey, Christine. So now we're going to work on our fixing our snowman. So anyway, I forgot to grab a plate. Let me grab a plate really fast. Right here. See my shirt if y'all didn't see it. Pathological people pleaser. Yes, the Cracker Barrel syrup bottles, they work great. If you have some of these in your stash, you can make a top hat. I'm trying to find one out of this and put a little cardboard under it, a little circle, and make you a top hat. That's probably what this is. And I just covered the whole thing with a pipe cleaner and made it silver. So just, you can make all kinds of stuff. Because sometimes you're going to find salt and pepper shakers that don't have a top and stuff like that, or the tops wasn't, they were messed up or dented or something. Okay, so y'all, I got hats and snowmen everywhere. Is this him? Yeah, that's him. I'm trying to make sure I don't get them all mixed up, because you will get them mixed up. And for the sake of, well, no. So I'm going to paint. I just use regular craft paint when it's dry, okay? So you got to let your clay dry. Hey, you're okay. Thank you, Jane. Hey, Wendy and Sue. So I'm just going to paint him white all over, and I'm going to show you the difference and how, I know the clay's white, but you can probably tell that's the clay and there's the paint. So it is a little bit, not dingy, but it's not white. So I like to paint them and get them real pretty and white. Thank you, Lisa. So I'm just gonna paint his little head. And like I said, just be collecting these little guys, you know, from now till November or whenever. And then you'll have a bunch to create with. And then just sit down and make them all at once, and then paint them all at once, and just have a good time fixing them all up and dressing them all up different. Do I have Cracker Barrel salt and pepper shakers? I don't. I didn't know you could get those. I have the little, just the syrup bottles, and you can use these. They're wonderful to work with. Oppressive heat, Arizona. Yeah, it's hot. It was hot here today. It was like 93, but I know out there it's like seriously hot. But we have humidity, and humidity is, it's terrible. All right, so I'm just kind of painting his little head. Assembly line. Yes, Marcia, just make you a little assembly line, and you'll just get all your little stuffs out on the table, and then you can, you know, decorate them up and make them all cute and all different. Or have a party with your friends or a girlfriend or your sister or your mom or whoever, and just start making them and decorating them up, and you'll have the best time. And they're all, no two are going to be alike. That's the fun part, because you can make their heads look different, their noses look different, and they're all going to be different. And before you know it, you're going to have a whole little salt shaker snowman family like me. So I can't be alone. Yes, I already made the heads, and these have already dried, Becky. So when the replay comes up, you can watch it. If you want to watch the one I did the very first time I did this live, and I don't have any water either. I'm going to do this. If you want to watch it where I did this live, I'm improvising for a water cup because I didn't get a water cup. So I'm using that salt and pepper shaker because this is one of like my favorite brushes, and I don't want it to dry in the paint. So there's my paintbrush holder. I forgot what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying. Hey, Stephanie. Yes, Christy, you can do that too. And you can do any bottles. Don't think you gotta have salt and pepper shakers. I just think they're cool because of the tops. I like how the tops are different, and the vintage ones are unique, and most of the time stuff like that gets thrown in the garbage. People don't, you know, unless you collect them. Because, like, look how cool that top is. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It is really cool. Is that the top for this one? Yeah. Look how cool that top is. So, see, it looked like this. So I try to find the ones with the really cool top. Oh, my first live. Thank you, Nancy. So I did this back in July of 2020, and that was when I first started my page. And I was in like a crafting marathon deal thing with a bunch of other ladies, and I was really hurried when I did it. So it was from July of 2020. So if you want to go back and watch that one, you can. Yeah, I think this top is actually real silver because it's kind of tarnished, which I like. Thank you, Vicki. Yes, I'm bringing back my oldie craft because a lot of you had talked about it, and some of y'all never seen it, and this is one of my favorites. So some things just don't ever go out of style, and there's certain crafts that I'll do over and over and over because I love it. And pill bottles will work. Yes, you could do that too, and you could paint your pill bottles whatever you want to use. It would look really cute. And then you can make hats out of something. Like this hat, hold on. This hat, I think, was a spool from some ribbon, as y'all can see. See that cardboard line? And then I made a top, and I made a brim, and I just made him a top hat. And then when I went to put it on his head, I just kind of made his head like flat on one spot. And then you can see the glue, but it's glued on. So you can make your own hats, you know, just come up with whatever. You could put little fabric on them and make a beanie cap. You don't have to have like a hat. Hey, Isabel. Yes, Kay. So if you're just hopping on and you don't know what kind of clay it is, it's this right here if you want to screenshot it. I get it from Hobby Lobby. I try to catch it when it's on sale, which is not often. So you can get on Amazon too, and Michael's. I just like to go to Hobby Lobby because I used to use a coupon for it, but now you can't. Thank you, Jamie. Hey, Robin. The top, no, I leave the top like this, and then I just add stuff to the tops. That's all I do. I don't paint them or anything. Oh, Diane, that would be sweet if you did your mom's. Okay, so now we're going to paint his nose. And this is Spiced Pumpkin. It's not bright orange. It's like a muted color. So I'm just going to paint that. See my paintbrush of choice. Find me one I like. Since I went through all my paintbrushes and got them all sorted out. That's okay, Jill. You can always watch the replay. So this one, I noticed, I did not do the little lines with that little tool. So what I can do is I can put little black lines on his nose if I want to, and just make like little lines on his nose. You don't have to. So he's got a long carrot nose. Oh no, you can't stay online. Let's see if I need another coat of that. I think I'm good. All right, so now I'm gonna do his little cheeks. That one should work. And I'm going to use, where's my pink? You could use blush. Where did I know I got the pink out. Where is it? Here it is. This is called Poodle Skirt Pink. It's one of my favorite. It's real, real light. This is the link to something. Hey, Mindy. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just a little bit. And so you could use blush like we have used for other stuff. Where's my blush? Uh-oh. It didn't get put back where it was supposed to, and I know I had it in my hand today. Don't know where it is. But you can use blush like we've used if you wanted to. So I just kind of paint their cheeks. Hey, Teresa, thank you. So I'm just going to paint that little round bump on his face. So there's his cheek. I know it looks really big. I can't talk and paint at the same time. So see, it's really cute. Diane, we are gonna seal them because I'm gonna put glitter on them. Now I think I'm gonna put a little bit of white over that pink because it is kind of bright. And mute that out just a little bit while it's still wet. Because it's kind of bright to me. A little brighter than what I wanted it to be. I thought that's the perfect color. No, it's too bright. Okay, so I toned it down just a little bit with the white. See, it's so white you can't even tell. There, so y'all can see. My little salt shaker. Look, when you have to improvise because I forgot to get a glass of water. If you use a styrofoam head, I would fit my thing on the styrofoam, and then I would take a little X-Acto knife and I would cut it out so it would fit up in there. And then somebody said, how long does it take to dry? I let these dry a couple days because they are solid. This one's the wet one. So it's solid all the way through, so it's gonna take a day or so to dry. It'll turn white when it dries. Okay, so now we gotta do where's my black? His little eyes and all that stuff. So this is when I bring out all my little, yes, and you could cover the styrofoam with the clay. You could do that too, like we've done with the aluminum foil when I make the gnomes. I guess I'll have to make gnomes now and show y'all the gnome again. That's one of my favorites too. I wonder if you could sharpen a dowel and a pencil sharpener. I'm sure you could, Sally, but you can use the end of the barbecue shish kebab sticks. You could use those and break them off. That's what, like that one, that's what that is. Or a toothpick, depending on how big your snowman is. But that's those barbecue skewers like from Dollar Tree. And I just painted it and stuck it in the clay while it's wet. And if it happens to come out, you can just put a little glue on it and just poke it back in the hole. Oh, it takes about 4 days for you because the humidity's so bad. Yeah. And let me tell y'all this about this clay. I have, on the gnomes, I have used other types of clay. And it cracks. So I know this clay is not gonna crack. I love this clay. That's why I use this, because I made a set of gnomes for somebody that had paid for them up front, and I was making the gnomes. This was years ago, and I had them all made. They were beautiful. Let them dry. Came back the next day, and all of it had cracked, and I was so upset. So because I used another kind of clay, and I was so mad. So yeah, I just know this clay is really good, and that's why I use it. And you could use the Crayola. Is it called? What's the Crayola clay called? It's called something. So I'm just going to take this tool from Dollar Tree, and I got my little black paint on the end, and I'm going to give him some eyes. And I'm using that tool, but I'm making them oval. And this is where the personality starts coming in. Y'all know, y'all seen it so many times before where Have something plain Jane, and then you give it some eyes and some eyebrows, and it just makes them come to life. Look how stinking cute. So cute. Yeah, the puff paint. Now, Debbie, I make those little ornaments out of the clear ornament balls. I've done those, and I use the puff paint for their nose and their eyes and stuff. Model Magic. Thank you, Donnie. Model Magic. Yes. You could try that. It's real lightweight. I've not tried it. Oh, yeah, Rhonda said Model Magic. I just couldn't. It wouldn't come to me. So if you have some of that, you can use that too. Look at his little eyes. I mean, he's already coming to life. So then I'm going to take the other end of this little tool, and we're going to give him a little mouth. Oh, y'all, he's going to be adorable. He's going to have a big grin, I think. So I'm just dotting in my paint, dotting back on him. Y'all, look how adorable he is. The clay, Sharon, I get from Hobby Lobby. It goes on sale randomly. And this was $11.99 for this block, but you could get so many snowman heads out of this one block of clay. It's 2.2 pounds of clay. But you could get it from Michael's. Joann's probably has it. Amazon has it. Somebody said it was $9.99 on Amazon, I think. But look how stinking cute he looks. I mean, just eyes and a mouth, and he's already got this super personality. So I'm going to give him some eyebrows. That really helps too. Because you think how funny we would all look if we didn't have eyebrows, like to make those expressions. That to me just kind of makes it. Look at his eyebrows. Hey, Presentations by Patty. Hello. Look at his little eyebrows. Thank you for hopping on. Y'all go check out my friend Presentations by Patty. I met her in April when I went to the business retreat, and she does some super pretty stuff on her page. So y'all go check out Presentations by Patty. Vicki, you don't get my notifications, and I don't send out a text too often, but I'll try to start doing better. I think those lopsided smiles are cute. Nancy, I do too. And I want to say some of these have a lopsided smile, but maybe I'm wrong. No. 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 None of mine do. But yeah, where just the half smile, I think it's cute. But look at his little face. I mean, that is stinking adorable. And all it was paint. And that's all we did to him. Okay. So now, somebody asked about the craft fur because this lady right here has some fur on, and she's very, very fancy. So like Hobby Lobby sells fur like this. And this was, it doesn't say. No, this ain't Hobby Lobby. Here's Hobby Lobby. This was pink, but it's $3.49, and you get this huge big piece, 9 by 12 inch piece of fur at Hobby Lobby. This came from Top Shelf, maybe. But yeah, that's the kind of fur that her shawl is, I guess. Little gift for some ladies. Yes. So this would be perfect for that. Just start collecting start collecting salt and pepper shakers. And you can get them at Dollar Tree, guys. You can get just the plain ones, and they'll look just as cute, because once you fill them with stuff, it's going to be cute. And I don't have any snow to put in mine, the fake snow, because it's way up there. But let me just give you some ideas. Like, this is from Dollar Tree. This sequiny like stuff, you could put that in there. Pearls, and these are like silver beads. I mean, you could just put all kinds of things in there. Like this one, you really can't see what's inside because of the design on the salt shaker, but you can tell that something's in there. Yes, Dana is telling somebody about the notifications. So yeah, if you don't know if you're following me or not, or getting notifications, you can go to my page. You can tap the 3 dots that are up here, I think, and tap it, and it'll turn on notifications or whatever it says. You can do that. Thank you, Debbie. I hate to even open this stuff up because y'all know it's going to make a huge mess. What else do I have? Because I need some snow. Like, this little container already has some of that silver, like, glitter stuff in it. And some beads. And so I'm going to try to, without making a mess, which that's not happening. Stop. The beads bouncing. But see, it's like these little flakes of silver. That's what that is. And so I've got some in there. You really can't tell what it is, but you can tell that there's something in there that just make it inside. But now some of them like this, you can tell what's inside. You could put a little tree down in the bottom and glue it down in the bottom and be super cute of these bigger ones. But see, it's glitter and snow, and it's got pearls and all kinds of stuff. The Cracker Barrel bottles, you can tell what it is. But there's all kinds of little, you can fill them up or not, whatever you want to do. Or you could paint the inside. You could put paint down in there, swirl it around and let it dry. Oh, the pink salt would be pretty. Yes, and this pink fur with it. Be pretty. Oh, Jane, well, this is your sign that you got to make some. Okay, so he's dry. His little eyes are dry. So now I'm going to now, you can use diamond dust if you want to. Y'all know I use it. This is a salt shaker from Dollar Tree, a plastic one. That's what I put my diamond dust in. And I don't have any paper to pour it out on, so I'm going to use, this is called Glitterific. It's just paint that's like, it's got glitter in it. It's by Folk Art. And so I'm just going to paint his head. You can put Mod Podge and put like, this is like sugar glitter on. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do to their heads, or you could not do anything to them. You could just leave them like that. But I'm going to do this. Paint Pixie has modeling clay. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I've never used any of their stuff, but I've seen people use it. Yes, I'll put them all together when I get done with, I get all this down here. Let me just get some out. How about that? See, it's got shimmers, and you don't have to do this part. I'm just doing it. This paintbrush is like super, super stiff. It's not going to work for me. I tried to weed out some of my bad ones. So if you wanted to look all sparkly and magical, you can just put, so this is kind of like a sealer, but you could use Mod Podge and put glitter on them, diamond dust, and that's going to kind of seal them at the same time. Yeah, Sharon, you could use Snow Tex as well. This stuff right here is like super thick or something. No wonder it wouldn't come out of the bottle. So here, I'm going to show y'all how this looks. Because it gives it a little texture too. Y'all can't see it, but y'all can't see all the glitter either, but it's really pretty. So I'm just kind of painting him. That just gives him a little bit of extra something, something like sparkly snowflakes, I guess. This stuff is, I don't know if it's just old or what. I haven't used it in a long time. And it's just like clumpy or something. Like it's drying up maybe. Alright, so I'm going to set that down. I got to paint where my fingers were. But it has like iridescent flakes or something in it. Okay. You can see the glitter. Yay! No, it is, Lorraine, it is not a, styrofoam head. I made them out of clay. I made them out of air dry clay. I mean, you can use styrofoam, and you can put clay over the styrofoam. See his little, see if y'all can see it. It's all sparkly. See it? It's kind of iridescent. See if I can get it dry. Yeah, Debbie, I like glitter in some cases. Like, some things just need glitter, especially Christmas, I think, needs some glitter because it's magical and sparkly. Oh, I don't know if I could put baby oil in that glitter. It's like real thick though. I haven't used it. It says it's combustible. That ain't good. It says warning, combustible. No, this clay will not crack that I've used. I've used it for years and it doesn't crack. It's called Glitterific by Folk Art. I want to say Walmart has some. But there's all kinds of glitter paint. And then you could just put Mod Podge and sprinkle. I like this glitter that looks like sugar. You could use that. You could use diamond dust. It's trying to dry. Yeah, I can too, Tammy. It's like I can take glitter in small amounts. But that's the way it comes, is thick. I swear I used it before and I don't remember it being that thick, but and they make other ones too. Let's see. They make other glitter paint. Hold on. This is really pretty too. Let me show y'all this. I've used this before. Deco Art has this holograms, and I know y'all can't see, but it looks similar. But it dries clear. Nancy's like, I hate glitter. I just like it in a little bit. Oh, the glitter Mod Podge? No, I've not tried that. It's getting there. It's kind of dry. I don't want to combust. It said it combust. Hey, Lori. Yours is thick too, Sherry? I shouldn't have to seal the glitter on this, but because it's already in the paint or whatever, it's already in there. Yeah, you can seal them. Mine are, I think I use like this stuff on these. This, whatever this is, on these. And so it's already in the paint, so they won't come off. So that's a good option if you don't want it flaking off, because like diamond dust and stuff will flake them off, and you got to think you're putting this in your kitchen. If you're putting these in your kitchen and you have diamond dust coming off in the kitchen, that's probably not a good thing. Yes, now glitter fingernail polish, that's a good idea, Vicky. You can use that too, and that will work. Okay, Glitterific, yeah, it doesn't come off. So once it's dry, it's there. So he's all super sparkly. So let me shake up so now since I have stuff inside of him, I'm gonna close him up. We'll glue his head on. Because I wasn't going to, because I don't have any snow. But I am going to use some E6000 and probably a little bit of hot glue, because y'all know this is glass and metal, or glass and clay that we're using. This is a part of this I don't like. You finally got your Wi-Fi, Karen. Yay. It's not fun being without Wi-Fi, is it? We're so spoiled. I know when mine was out for like 4 days, it was terrible, because we stream our TV. When the mouse outside ate through my internet. Oh, I just bent that little thing. When the mouse outside ate through our Wi-Fi cable. Trying to get this off of my, there it goes. All my E6000. Hey, Christy, thank you. Oh, Lynn, you're so sweet. Okay. So here's his little head, and I'm gonna just put, if you don't have a key for your E6000, wonderful. I can get everything out of this tube with that key. I'm just kind of putting a couple of dots in that little channel in there. And then I'm going to put hot glue, because I seal mine shut. So let's see. All right, so I'm just going to put a couple of little dots of hot glue in there. Quickly try to get his head where it needs to be, because you know the threads kind of, okay, So now the E6000 is going to hold it long term. And then the hot glue holds it for right now. So I can play with him. Hey, thank you, Susan. No, I have not tried B7000. Where do you get that? Do you get that at like Amazon or somewhere? Is the cover to the salt shaker snowman the head? It's just the threaded, because I take the top of the shaker, and that's what his hat is going to be. So look how super cute he's gonna look. So cute. The key, they're on Amazon, and they're in my Amazon shop too, but it comes in like a pack of 2 or 4, I can't remember. But it just, see if I can slide this one off and show you. But it's got a slit in it. I can't slide it off. I don't think I have a loose one over here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Nope, it's on a tube. See, look. That one comes out. So it looks like this. And you slide it over the end of the tube in this little slit. And then you just crank it up as you go. And you can get all of it out of this tube. Because you know how it gets all wrinkly and then your tube will bust and you get a hole in the tube and then it's a mess and all that. And I got that idea from my hairdresser because she used that color that came in like a crinkle tube like that. And that's what they used to crank all that color out of that tube. It looks like an old roller skate key. It does, doesn't it? Your hairdresser can get you the keys. Just ask for tube keys. Yes, or you can go to Amazon and type tube key, or it's in my Amazon shop, either way. But they're wonderful. My husband actually has E6000 in his shop, and he has a key on his. So, if you go to Tap My Face and go to the Turquoise Valentine's directly to my page, it's the first post, and that's my link tree, and it's there. Yes, it's a great glue saver, because you can get all of it out of that tube. Okay. But look how super cute he's going to be. And his little hat, he looks cute already, but we got to dress him up and make him adorable. So, like I said, I got to move some stuff, y'all. So just bear with me. I'm just going to put a bunch of it back here so I can get to all of this stuff. I've got ribbon and whatever I thought that I might need. I got this stuff that we used on our other snowman, this gift tag stuff. Got that. I got Rick Rack, whatever this is from Dollar Tree. Y'all know y'all have all this kind of stuff that you think you might need it from something, or this kind of stuff. Or like, these are pipe cleaners. Like, I took a pipe cleaner. Where is she? Oh, here she is. That's what I covered that little cap with. I covered the whole thing with a pipe cleaner and made it sparkly, and then I just put little pearls on a pipe cleaner, it looks like, and then I glued it around her hat. So, and that was probably a Cracker Barrel lid top, if I had to guess. Yes, Brenda, you started using them. They're wonderful. On toothpaste, yeah, you can use them on your toothpaste. So, I think, now you could do gold, silver, and if you wanted to be real traditional with it, you could tie fabric and make his little scarf. But since he's got a fancy little hat, I'm going to make him fancy like these. So I'm going to take this little sparkly piece of tape on there, around, and I'm going to put this around his little, it's just a pipe cleaner, probably I think from Dollar Tree. You use them on your toothpaste. That's what I need to do. Old jewelry pieces, yes. The blingy buttons and all that stuff, you can definitely use that. That's what's on some of these. Like, these are like little snowflakes from Dollar Tree there on the scarf. And I made that bling out of a pipe cleaner and some pearls on her little shawl. But yeah, you can definitely use your bling. I'm trying to see if any of them have it. Like, okay, let's see, where, these have been on sale at Hobby Lobby lately. Like, I think these were 99 cents. They're buttons, but they're blingy. They're back there in the fabric, and they've had a sign up the top that says if it's like $2.99 to $5.99, it's 99 cents, and if it's $6.99 to $9.99, it's $1.99 or something. What's inside the shakers? I just put beads and glitter and fake snow. Like this one's got fake snow in it with the little iridescent pieces. I just can't get to my fake snow. But see, look, she's got fur on her hat. I put fur around like probably a Cracker Barrel cap. All right, so let me glue this. Let me get my hair out of it. How in the world did that happen? Okay, so I'm just going to glue my little pipe cleaner down. Hold that a second. They're so cute. And y'all could just kind of just get out all your little stuffs, all your little sequins. Yeah, sequins, fake snow, glitter, beads, whatever you have. And just start putting them together. Like I said, I made that one's little broachy thing. Like this one is the same thing. That's 3 pearls on a pipe cleaner. A silver one. And then I just wrapped it around her neck and made 3 little pearls and made like a little thing. And like this one has little pearls on a pipe cleaner. And then I put some down here on the bottom. And then there's some on the hat. So you can just kind of get fancy with it and just kind of come up with all little different. And they're all going to look different. Every one of them. All right, so see, I put that around there. Made his little hat. So we'll probably put something else. So see, he's starting to come kind of getting blingy. Now, I do get these little holly pieces in the button part where the Christmas stuff is at Hobby Lobby, and I don't have any more, and I need some more. So that needs to go on my list. Yeah, you could put baking soda and paint on the inside and get it solid. You definitely could do that. So let's see what I'm going to put on his hat. Let me find something. Or her hat, or his hat, or I have all this stuff from Dollar Tree, like these little pearls. Y'all know this sheet of whatever this is. All kinds of stuff. Let's see. I have these, and I would love to use one of these. I'll show y'all. Okay, look at these little gems. These are from the scrapbooking part of Hobby Lobby, and I love these. They're so pretty, and I think I'm going to use one on this one. A teeny tiny bell on his hat. At least once a month. So those buttons go on once a month, I guess. Oh, I can't even get this out. I'll get this one. So these are just like, they have a sticky back, but look how pretty that is. It's like a gem. But don't sleep on the scrapbook section for sure. They have all kinds of, the hair is wound up in this pipe cleaner. I keep seeing it. Don't ask me how that happened because I don't know. Okay, that's the back and this is the front. Oh, maybe I'll put it up here. But you can just do whatever you want to do. Like, see, there's a little gem on his hat. But I think I'm going to put it right there. It's got a sticky back, so I'm just kind of trying it out. But look how pretty this is. It's like iridescent looking. Oh, mini top hats. Yes, they have them in the little mini Christmas section. So see, look how pretty this is going to be. See these little gems? You can get all fancy with them. Epsom salt. Yes, you can put Epsom salt. And I was trying to look for some in my house and I don't have any. But yes, you can use Epsom salt. Now I'm trying to figure out a scarf. I'm kind of liking this stuff I've been using lately. But, you know, you could use this stuff that you get from Dollar Tree has it. That shiny, you know, any kind of little trim like this. I think this is Dollar Tree as well. But any kind of trim, you could definitely use fur like I did here. I used the fur on this one. And then this one has fur on her Cracker Barrel lid hat. You could do that. I mean, there's so many options. Y'all can sit down at the table and have such a good time with all your little things that that you can make them cute with. Whoop, take his hat off. or her hat. We might make this a girl. Let's see. So I'm going to take this stuff. It's got a wire in it, which is really gift trim. And why does it keep doing that? I'm going to wrap it around a few times to kind of cover up the neck part. Squirrel moment. Love the Uncle Sam behind me. Oh yeah, he's in my shop. He's a laser wood cutout from my shop. So he's there if you want to do one yourself. So I just wrapped it around. So I'm kind of covering up his neck so you don't really see that space in between, especially if you left a big space. And look, I touched his nose and I got some paint off of his nose. I guess it was still wet, but I'll fix it. All right, so I'm just kind of, there's this little scarf or whatever, and you can just add. Y'all keep adding to it. So I think maybe I want to use, you could use it. I got some snowflakes over here somewhere. See, I have like little containers with like berries and little things and, you know, all kinds of stuff. All right, here are the dreaded snowflakes I used that night that I cut my finger, which is so much better right there. But like these are Dollar Tree. They have like a little thing on the back. Multicolored shoelaces as trim. Yeah, you can use anything, just anything. So I'm going to put him a little snowflake on his little scarf right here. I'm just going to glue it on rather than use the adhesive that's on there. He's got a little snowflake right there. Look how cute. But you could use bling, whatever you want to use. Like I have these, this is what I was cutting that night I cut my finger. The little bitty tiny snowflake. I'm not even gonna go there. Oh, thank you, Gail. Yes, you gotta try this. So this one has like a blingy on his hat. He looks royal majestic with this big stone. But since their hats are kind of fancy, like I think it's okay to make them look fancy. See his little stone on his hat? He's got like the crown jewel, like the queen or something. Like, see? Model Magic. I haven't tried the Model Magic, but you definitely can do it. I don't know if I like this stone or not, y'all. I'm kind of iffy about that stone. Something about it I just cannot do. So maybe we'll use one of these. Yeah, after Christmas, yes, that when all that stuff goes on sale at Christmas, that's the perfect time to get all this little miniature stuff. Hold on, let me see. Y'all know, I don't want to cut my finger again. And I know y'all don't want to see me cut my finger again. It was really a lot worse than the way I played it off that night. It hurt bad. It hurt really bad. Fancy is fancy. So I'm going to attempt, I've got my little wire cutters, and I'm going to cut that little shank off, so I'm not going to cut my finger. And it's not going to do that. There it goes. Well, sort of. Oh well. We're just going to go with it. Because it's a button. I think I'm going to put that on his hat. Spring-loaded scissors are for right or left-handed. Either one, I believe. Because it is really no... They feel the same both ways. I mean, it's got a release right here, but it has a release on both sides. So I don't really think it's either one. I think it's either one. All right, where's the back? Okay, there's the back. So I'm going to glue that on. I didn't like that stone. I don't know what it was doing for me, but it wasn't working for me. And since that shank is still on there a little bit, it's kind of raised off of it, but it's okay. So see, that's better. See? Isn't it cute? So now, I'm going to put it to the side. So I'm going to let it look like that. Look how stinking cute he is. Karen, the head is made of air dry clay. And I made one in the beginning. Here's the one I made. It's already starting to turn a little white. It's going to take a couple of days for it to dry. But here's the one I made earlier, and it has to dry. Oh, that's the bad part. You have to have patience. These are some heads I had made previously that's already dry. So that's the downside of that. So where is my... So we're going to see if I can get his hat on. So I'm going to glue his face. So cute. I know, Susan, didn't his little face look adorable? But I just did 2 ovals real close together and some eyebrows and little dots for his mouth. That's it. Y'all can do this. Oh, Trisha, you missed it? So I'm going to just try to get some E6000 out of here. And I'm going to put it in just a couple of spots because I don't want it to show. And you don't have a lot of surface to glue it to. That's the bad part. So you have to kind of be a little meticulous about it. And I'm just going to put a couple of dots of hot glue here and there. Because it's not like you're going to be playing with these or moving them around. You're going to get them out pretty much once a year and put them out. Ping pong ball. Yeah, they would work. They would work. Just long as it's proportional to your shaker. Like you know, you don't want a big old head and then have a little bitty shaker. Okay. So look, it held. He is there. Don't his little hat look cute? So it held. But I glued his head on too with E6000 and hot glue. So it's not going anywhere. I don't take the heads off. They stay. But look how cute. But I just set them. You can even get a Rubbermaid container. I just set them down in a box like this. And I stand them in there. And they go in my closet. My clothes closet. Because I don't want to put them in the attic. And that's where I keep them. And then at Christmas, I just get them out. I do the same with a lot of my good ornaments, you know. My personal ornaments that I don't want to get broken. Fix his nose. He had a little spot on his nose that I took the paint off. But look how stinking adorable he is. He looks like an England guard in his hat. Matches him. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But that's what, to me, that's what makes them so cool is the different hats and the different tops. Like how cool is this gonna look on a snowman? And these are so heavy, y'all. But that's going to look good with that as a hat and dress it up really pretty. But so will these. These will look cute too. Like, this is a Cracker Barrel bottle. A Cracker Barrel little top, believe it or not, that looks like this. And all I did was cover it in the fur. That's a pipe cleaner. And that's a snowflake. And that was it. And then I just made her a little scarf and put some pearls on there, and she's all fancy. Easy peasy. So just get kind of creative with how you do your stuff. And you can do them traditional. If you want to do a top hat like this, and then take you rip some fabric, make them a scarf, and make them look, you know, traditional, you can do that too. I just like to make these look kind of fancy. Because they're salt and pepper shakers, and they're all ornate and fancy. Trying to talk in my best British accent, which I'm not very good at. So, you knew you were keeping those syrup bottles for something, right, Vicky? I don't like to throw them away when I go. I'm like, everybody in my family knows they just pass them to me. I just put them in my purse. I can't stand to throw them away because I can use them for something. So, if you have these, it's perfect. You can make a top hat with that. But yes, another great craft. Yes, I had to find me some shakers. Yeah, so be on the lookout when you go to garage sales, when you go to the thrift store, when you go to Goodwill. Look out for these. A lot of times you'll just find one, and there won't be a pair, and that's why somebody got rid of it, because they broke the other one. No, the gnomes aren't salt and pepper shakers. We make them strictly out of clay. But they're so cute. I don't have one where I can reach because they're all up on a shelf up high. Joanne, the whole head is made of clay. It's air dry clay from Hobby Lobby. This is what it is right here. This clay. I get it at Hobby Lobby. Michael's has it. Amazon has it. It's just air dry clay, and the heads have to dry a couple days. That's the only downfall. So, like this will sit here all day tomorrow and the next day, and then I'll probably end up making him. Maybe. So anyway, but I just think they are fancy, so that's why I kind of do them up with the glitter and the jewels and the gems and just all the fanciness is why I like them, because the tops are so kind of cool looking. They just kind of look fancy. But now this one is just a regular flat little top like that. But they're so cute. I just can't help it. And when people see them, they look at them and then they go, oh, it's a salt shaker. That is so cool. You know, I don't know. It's just neat, especially if you have a whole bunch in your kitchen. But I do make the wood pepper meals. I guess this will be another live. I've done it live before, a couple of times, I think. But the wood pepper meals that you see at a thrift store, you see them at Goodwill, I make those in a snowman too, and I have those in my kitchen. So I have pepper meals, and then I have salt shakers that are snowmen, because I love snowmen. Oh no, night, Tammy. I know this gal's going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. Maybe it's on sale. I don't know. I have to look at the ad. But they put the clay on sale sometimes. It's not like every other week or... Oh, thank you, Diane. This is something old that I've done. I used to sell these in my... I had a vendor booth years ago. And before I ever had a page or anything, that's where my page started from, actually, was I had a vendor booth in a local place. And I made these and sold them at Christmas. And I had other stuff. Yes, Jill, you could put earmuffs on them. Yes. That would be cute. Oh, Corbett, good. You bought you some already to make. Yes. But that's how I started my page, was from my vendor booth. And then in 2020, I decided to go live and do this all the time. Different pipe cleaners. Like these glittery ones are Dollar Tree. There's a hot glue strings, but they come like at Christmas time. They're all these colors. I think this stuff right here was probably like Christmas gift wrap or something, and it's iridescent-y looking. But like this is Walmart, I think. But see how it's that wired stuff, and this iridescent is probably the same stuff. I can't remember. Do the pepper mills. Okay, I have to do the pepper mills. They're so fun because they come in different shapes too and sizes. I have a pepper mill that's like this. It's huge, and it's standing up in my closet in the house where my room used to be. Yes, Beth, you got to watch the replay. These are so easy to make. You can do styrofoam if you want to. I just kind of go a little bit extra because they are kind of fancy. So I kind of make them to where they look like, they look store-bought. You know, they look a little more upscale because their heads actually they have some weight to them. They don't look like styrofoam. So, because they're extra fancy. Yes, you could put them in a little thing and give them to people at Christmas, or make them for your Sunday school class or your neighbors or whoever. I mean, if somebody gave me this for Christmas, I'd be like, this is the cutest thing I have ever seen, and you made this. It's awesome. I mean, that's how I would be. Wouldn't you? If somebody, it's an uptown snowman. Yes. They're extra fancy. He's ready to go to tea. Pepper mills would be Yes, nutcrackers too. That would be really cool. I don't know if I could. They're special, Ann says. I don't know if I could paint that good enough to make it look like a nutcracker, though. I'd have to think about that. But yes, that would make a cool nutcracker. Do them in school colors? Yes. And you could do this in pinks. Like, how stinking cute would this pink fur be around it like this? Where is she at? She has got on her shawl. She's ready to go. But do pink. I mean, you could do pastels. I think pastel looks cool at Christmas. But you could do that kind of stuff. Great teacher's gifts. Because I guarantee you, more than likely, people you know do not have one of these. I can promise you they don't. They have no taste, Vicky. Yes, cute on a tiered tray. I mean, how cute would it be on your tiered tray if you had like all of these and they were all over your tiered tray in your kitchen at Christmas? Super cute. That's what I need to do to mine. Pink fur with pink salt. Yes, Tammy. Or you could put pink glitter in there. And you know, you could, my brain's going now, y'all can tell. You could take you some Mod Podge, put it in your bottle, and coat it all around and get it all out, and put pink glitter or whatever kind of glitter you want in your bottle, and then turn it upside down and let it dry, and then it would be like a color, or, you know, glittery. It would be pretty. So you could definitely do that. There's all kinds of different things that you could do. Oh, that would be cute. Button flowers and put them in a salt shaker and made them USA. That's cute, Barb. Yes, the little button flowers coming out of the salt shakers. Are they top heavy after the heads are on? No, not really. I mean, this salt shaker itself has a little weight to it. Most of the older ones do, but no, they're not heavy at all. It's, you know, I mean, this has a little weight to it, but I don't know. It's not, they're not like heavy. No. Yes, you could put sand in them from your Florida trip. You could put, Deborah, what time is it here? It is 9:06. I'm in Central as well. Polyacrylic and put glitter inside. Yes, like you do the ornaments. I meant to do that last year because a lot of people said they had never seen that done. Put this glitter in there. You can make them all different colors. You can even put food coloring in Mod Podge and put it in the bottle, and it'll tint it that color. Thank you, Janie. I got it done today. You know, I spent hours in the chair doing that. Yeah, ping pong balls. I mean, that's really cute if you're just kind of, I don't know. But if, you know, if I was going to give this as a gift, it looks like pottery. Like, it's hand formed by my fingers, by my hands. So it's one of a kind. They're not going to look the same. And you could change the size according to your shaker. Like this one and this tall skinny shaker, and then you got this, you know, your hands are going to have to be a little bit more proportionate. The world is your oyster. Oh, can I line them up? I'm sorry, Sue. Maybe we're talking. How about I do this? Let's get my box with the dust on top. Real life. Y'all see that real life dust from my closet? Yeah. Let's see if I can get them all on here. And I can take a picture of all of them if y'all want to. I tried to go back in my camera roll and find pictures of them. I couldn't find pictures. They aren't all going to fit on here, but this way y'all don't have to swipe away the comments. All right, there's some of them. Let me get them ready for their photography, their photo shoot here. Let me turn it where you can see their noses a little bit. Okay, see. Aren't they cute? Hey, Tracy. Oh, Mandy's on here again. Mandy, hello. Right, Cheryl, more snowmen to add to your collection. So then there's this one. This is like just a regular old shaker from somewhere. And see, it's got a flat top. But look how cute you can, you know, dress them up and make them look cute. Even if you can't find the ones with the fancy tops. So stinking cute. Here's some of them. I still got 3 or 4 down there. That's not up here. Bath and Body plug-in bottles. That would be cute. I don't know how they would stand up though. How to make the heads. You can watch the replay. I made them out of air dry clay. I molded the faces out of clay and then formed it on the bottle of the shaker, and then I'm setting it here to let it dry for a couple days so I can paint it and fix it. Thank you, Miss Glenda. Hey, Peggy. Thank y'all so much. But yeah, that's the one I did tonight. He was already made. His head was already made and dried, so this is the one I showed you how to make tonight, and then this is the one I ended up painting because it was already dry. But it's DOS air dry clay. I'll hold it up again so y'all can see. And I get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get it on Amazon, but it's white. It's air dry clay. It says over here, it's like some Italian and stuff, and it says modeling clay. But it is air dry, and it doesn't crack. That's why I use this, because trust me, when I say that I used some other kind of clay, like some other brand or something, and I thought, well, I'll use this. It's a little more inexpensive than that. And I made a whole family of gnomes, and I went back the next day after they were drying, and they cracked, and I was so devastated. So I won't use anything but that anymore because I don't want that to happen. But look how stinking cute. You can see how glittery he is now, kind of. But he's got a little bling on his hat. He's ready. He's ready for the changing of the guard. But thank you, Cindy. I don't know where I even saw these from years ago, but like I said, I used to sell them in my vendor booth at Christmas time, and I couldn't keep them. I would make them, and I'd go back a couple days later, they'd all be gone, and I'm like, oh, I gotta find more shakers. So if you do make these to sell, now you have enough time between now and November to start collecting these from your thrift store, your Goodwill, your garage sales, wherever. Because people, if they break one, they're gonna get rid of the other, and they'll just donate it or whatever. And you can find all different kinds. Sometimes you can find them, one at a store because they broke the other. But this is a Cracker Barrel syrup bottle, so you can use those as well. So cute. Yes, y'all watch the replay if you missed the first part. And if you want to see the first one I did, it was in 2020. It was in July because it was Christmas in July, and I did it. And it was very hurried because I was in like a crafty-thon or craftathon, whatever it was. Beth, it just depends. It depends on how big they are, how much work I put into them, what all they have on them. The bigger they are, of course, like she would be like 15 probably. Because, this is handmade. And it has to dry, and then you have to paint it, and you have to do all the stuff. But see, she's got glitter, that painted paint that's got glitter in it. That's what hers is. And that's a Cracker Barrel lid. I just made it look like she's got like a little pillbox hat on with her shawl. She's all ready to go. Yes, Debbie, I am. I have got some stuff cut. I've got the new things that I told y'all I was going to put in the shop. They're going to be in there. I may put them in there tomorrow night. I'm going to try to. I just have to get enough cut, which I'm about there. Yes, Galen, I have the little Primo clay stuff. I have used that. The polymer clay, that's what it's called. But yes, I am going to put stuff in the shop. Hopefully, it'll be tomorrow. So Thursday, I will not be live Thursday because I get to go to an ultrasound to see my grandbaby. So I got to travel 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back. But I get to see my grandbaby on ultrasound on Thursday, so I will not be live because it's late in the afternoon, and I'm going to stay the night with Colin and Paige. So I'll be doing that, so I'm excited about Thursday. I've looked all weekend. I'm sorry, Donna. But I did work all weekend. I worked Saturday and I worked Sunday. Yes, Kathy, I will. I'll read it. Yeah, I did the little cheeks. They're raised. I just make a little ball and flatten it out, and then I mold it into the actual face because I like them to look like that. They kind of look like those vintage little snowmen, but yes, they are raised. So yes, they are. You can go back and watch when I get off. You can watch the replay to see how I did it, but see, this one has little bumps on his face. They look funny when they're not painted, but when they're painted, they just come to life when you paint them. Yes, that's where I'll be Thursday, so I won't see y'all Thursday, because I'm sure we're going to go eat supper and all the things, because their ultrasound's late in the afternoon. It's like a place where it's not a hospital or anything, it's like a clinic that does ultrasounds for pregnant women, so you can come and see. So I'm excited. I'm going to get to see that baby, y'all. I'm going to cry. It's going to be so sweet. Good night, Patricia. She is. She's feeling better. She's feeling lots better. She's doing good. Yes, Betty, I'm hoping I'll post, but I'm hoping it's going to be tomorrow night. I'm going to try to make it happen tomorrow night so I can get everything packed and done before Thursday. Yes, Judy, I'm so excited. Hey, Patricia, I hope you're having a good evening, too. So cute. All right, guys. Well, I am going to get off and clean this table, or maybe, and take my paintbrushes and wash them out. Look at them in a salt shaker. I didn't have a cup of water. And rinse those out. And yes, you must go thrifting, Susan. Now you got a reason to go. Yes, to see a little peanut. So she's 5 months, I think. Almost 6, maybe? 25 weeks or something? I don't know. So it'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Can't wait to see it. Thank you, Shirley. Thank y'all for coming on and hanging out with me. And because, you know, I'm a pathological people pleaser. And so I'm going to hop off. And I will see y'all sometime. Maybe I can see y'all this weekend. I'll see what's going on. But I'm excited about the ultrasound. So I will see y'all next time, guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Have a good rest of the week. Bye.